he came in and started telling everybody that Santa wasn't real. And everybody's like, what do you mean? And he had these very
Oh.
valid facts that like Santa wasn't real. And I'm like, no way. So I went home and I was like so upset. And I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I can't believe Santa's not real, yada, yada, yada. And like my mom was devastated that this kid like ruined my
Oh my
childhood.
God, yeah, what an asshole. Everybody, welcome back to episode 20 of the Two Man Podcast that comes out every other Friday. You got me, Tyler Garnett, and the always lovely Carmatioli. How we doing today?
Dude, I'm doing great. Yeah, that was awesome. I love that. Every other week,
Eh,
every other Friday, baby. Especially if we're especially on time with it. Sometimes we get a little lazy
Yeah,
or we get a
but
little busy.
yeah,
But
we're human after all, but we try our
yeah,
best.
that's the two man, baby. The
Yeah,
two
but
man.
we're available. Subscribe, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all the above. And we got another great episode here for you today. Call you in to get things rolling.
Yeah, man. We first would like to thank our first guest we had last week, Casey Ruff. Thank you for an amazing episode. I think it's one of our most watched episodes. So if you guys have not seen that yet, please look back to episode 19 to see Casey Ruff full interview. But yeah, so first off, we're gonna talk to Tyler about his drunken activities this weekend. I think you guys will enjoy the story. We were talking about it quickly before we hopped on, and I think it brings up a very great topic to talk about. So Tyler, please tell us about your trip this weekend.
Yeah, so me and Taylor took a quick weekend, technically day trip to Rhode Island. It's a quick drive from us. Just had a lovely day exploring some mansions, exploring the little cute town they have down there. But then, we went out for dinner, had a couple margaritas. Then we went out to the bar, just sat there for a little bit, talked, and had some more margaritas. So we were both feeling drunkish by the end of the night. Nothing too crazy, nothing too sloppy, obviously. But we got back to the hotel room and we both were craving some food. You just need that carb at night. So Taylor was falling asleep. It was like 1 a.m. at this point. So I'm like, all right, I'll go down. I'll ask the front desk. You got anything you want, to eat in particular? She said no. So I went down there. I asked them. I said, "Is there anything good around here? Is the kitchen still open?" She said, "Kitchen's closed, but the only place open is this one pizza spot. It's open for the next hour, and it's usually pretty quick on DoorDash." The only thing I heard was it's open till 2 a.m. and I immediately put it into my GPS and I booked it. In my drunk state, I didn't think to order, I didn't think to look it up. I found the address and I booked it. I ran a mile
Dude,
straight. I just
oh,
I took some breaks because obviously I'm not Usain Bolt, so I took some breaks at like some roads and stuff. It was basically a straight path and one downhill trip there. Ran straight past the bar we were just having drinks at, and I get to this other pizza place that was kind of packed with other people who were just drinking that whole entire night. I walked up there out of breath, clearly out of breath. Asked for 4 slices of pizza, and I could have took my time to walk back, but I decided why not test the cardio and endurance some more. Absolutely chugged it up the hill, ran right back to the hotel, and Taylor must have been shocked when I came back within 15 minutes of going down to the lobby with 4 slices of pizza. And as
dude,
soon as I came
15
back,
minutes, bro. That's better than like a running an actual like mile. That's record
yeah,
speed.
my mile times are like 10, 15 minutes as is. So honestly, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Maybe it was a little longer, maybe because I had a few drinks in me. But tip of the cap, honestly, to the pizza place, honestly, getting pizza out that quickly.
No,
Um,
that's amazing. How did they have the pizza ready for you like that to be back in 15
I
minutes?
don't know, because that place was packed, but they are a prime example of supply and demand. The only pizza place open, 4 slices ran me almost $20. But listen, at that point in the night, it could have been $50. I was
Were
having some
they
pizza.
were they specialty slices? I feel like specialty slices definitely are more expensive.
four regular, four regular cheese pizzas,
That's
slices
insane.
of pizza. I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it was funny too because as soon as I got back to the room, I was so tired and out of breath that I fell asleep, kind of waking Taylor up. and she was having the pizza, and my eyes were closed. I was like half asleep, and she was just putting the pizza by my mouth. I was just eating. I was like, yeah, this is really delicious. uh, but yeah, I would love to just have some video of me just probably giving a personal record, giving a personal best on this run through Rhode Island at 1 a.m. just to get some slices of pizza.
Dude, you know what that reminds me of? Remember when in Spider-Man, I think 2 it is, where like the one with Tobey Maguire when he's like
Mhm.
the pizza delivery boy and he's like swinging across New York City holding pizza.
Yeah.
That's literally what I picture with you. Instead of just you swinging, you're just sprinting with the
Hmm.
pizza, like holding the pizza
Yeah.
like this, and just running through the streets.
Basically was I think I would have beaten Tobey Maguire, honestly. But yeah, no, it was tough too because yeah, I had the slices of pizza in my hand. I'm holding on and I'm running, I'm bouncing around, I'm trying to hold on. It's opening up and yeah, I was booking it. I just had because I obviously wanted to change into my pajamas, so I just had sweatpants on, my white t-shirt, random sweatshirt over underneath, and a beanie on. So they probably thought I was up to no good. I looked like
They
straight
probably
out of the
thought you
theater
stole
thug.
that pizza. You stole
Yeah, they
that
probably
pizza.
did.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my weekend exercise, my weekend cardio, my once every 6 months cardio that I got in. I worked hard for that pizza. So
Dude, that's awesome. I when you told me that story, I thought it'd be great to just kind of bring it up and talk about that because I think one of the best drunk foods
mhm.
is pizza.
Yeah.
I think there's like five really good ones.
Hmm.
I think my top five goes pizza,
Hmm.
McDonald's,
Yep.
then I would have to say like Chick-fil-A that I had bought in like in the left in the refrigerator. So that's
Hmm.
like number three.
Yeah.
I think four is halal.
Nice.
And then like five would be like Taco Bell. And then like honorable mention would be like a 24/7 diner. It would be up higher if they didn't fucking close all of them on Long Island. You
Honestly,
know?
yeah, no, I would have probably the same five as you. I'm not gonna rank them because I could, depending my mood, I could change them all around. But yeah, there's no better feeling than after a night of drinking, getting home and just eating whatever is available for sure. Especially pizza the next day. If
Yeah.
everyone doesn't finish it, you wake up and you can't really do this anymore because we have adult big boy jobs. But just waking up the next morning after a night of drinking and there's still cold pizza from the
Oh,
night before
dude.
in the oven, and just waking up in college and just grabbing a slice of it, honestly, was a great breakfast.
Dude was the best. I think probably the happiest though that I've ever been getting food after drinking was actually when I ordered Domino's at school
Hmm.
and they had closed,
Oh
but
yeah, I was with you.
we all fell asleep though before the pizza like came, so we forgot we had even ordered the pizza.
Yeah,
And I was in class the next day and I get a text saying your pizza has been delivered. And I think like you, Casey, and like maybe like Mike were at the house and like five Domino's pies got dropped off at our front door. And
yeah.
it was like Christmas came early and everybody's like, oh my God,
Yeah,
pizza.
yeah, because we ordered at like 2 a.m. and I remember it
Yeah.
didn't come till like 2 p.m. So it was like a full 12 hours because we ordered it like basically as they closed.
Yeah.
So it was yeah, it was definitely exciting. We, drunk or
Oh,
not, seeing some Domino's pies really gets you excited.
oh, awesome, dude. You know what's funny though is that Domino's has to get better at that because that reminds me, 2 weeks ago when you came, Tyler came and he picked up a 1-day contract to work with me at the barn at Old Bethpage.
Hmm.
And we were really hungry. Our friend Steve, who's a NYPD cop in the city, who's been on the pod before, he's popped his head
He
here and
made his
there.
appearance.
Yeah, he made his appearance. He stopped in. We were like, oh, let's all get food. And we came to the decision to just kind of hang out and wait for everybody else at the mansion, our friend Mike Langus, to make sure that he finished up. We ordered Domino's and we were watching the app and it's like it's in the oven, it's being prepared. It's
Yeah,
not, it's in quality check.
yeah.
And freaking Mohammed, or no, it wasn't Mohammed. It was I kept saying his name wrong. And the
His
reason why it was his
his
name
name
was
was Ali,
Ali, and
but
I
we
kept
were
calling him
saying because you were saying
Ali.
like Ali, and I was like,
Yeah.
no, like Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, freaking Ali,
Yeah,
he canceled our order. And
cucked us.
we called them on the phone and I go, hey man, like, did you cancel our order? He goes, there's no order. And I was like, I just made an order, like, and I read him the order number. He goes, oh yeah, yeah, sorry, I canceled it. And I was like, Oh, you canceled it? He's like, yeah, goodbye. And he hangs up on me. Dude, terrible service. I wrote a complaint to Domino's.
Yeah, I mean, as you should. If we're expecting some pizzas to be delivered and he just canceled it on his own accord, it's kind of
Yeah.
messed up. It's kind of messed up. And he said that the internet was lying and the internet's wrong, but everyone
Yeah.
knows if that's through the oven and through quality check and on its way, it should be on its way. So where is the pizza? We
Yeah.
even
And
offered
it's
to pick it up, but
yeah, exactly. What's crazy, Steve even offered, he's like, what? Like, he's like, you're at Huntington Station. Can we come pick it up? Did you make them? He goes, no, we didn't make them. And then he basically hung up on Steve again. So two hang-ups. That's
absolutely,
ridiculous.
absolutely got cucked
Dude,
by
absolutely.
Domino's.
Dude, pissed. We had to go to freaking, did we go to, no, we went to McDonald's at 4 in the morning.
Yeah, and that sat in my stomach for the whole next day. Not the greatest thing to have at 4 a.m.
I had one of the worst like midnight shits and I had to be up early the next day too. And
So did I.
it was awful. It was awful.
It was not a lot of fun. But actually, speaking about the barn working the 1 day contract, you just had the Lessings holiday party
Yes, I
the other day.
did.
How'd everything go with that?
It was good, it's really nice to be able to go to a holiday party working for this company for as long. We've worked a lot of holiday parties, so we've never really gotten to like enjoy them. So this is the second holiday party that I've been able to attend in like the 6 or 7 years of me working part-time and then now full-time for 2 years. But it was really cool. I was at the Heritage Club, really nice setup. They had girls on rings dancing. Our friend
Yeah, it was a
Mike,
weird touch.
yeah, really weird touch, really weird touch. I know it sounds weird, guys. They weren't strippers. They were just girls dancing in rings. I'm sure if you look up online what that is, I really don't know the exact name of it. But it was cool. They
I
were
gotta look.
great. Um, yeah, but um, uh, basically, really good music. Food was pretty good. Mike Cottrell, our friend, who, if you guys haven't listened to our Christmas album, me and Mike, Christmas on Saturn, we basically did it with Mike. He got a job at Absolute. He was playing some music, so shout out to Mike. But the crazy thing I want to talk about this was I think it's like a weird experience to go to a holiday party because there's open bar, there's all you can eat food, and in any normal circumstances, you would be like, I want to take advantage of this, like
Of course.
I still kind of think like a college student, and it's like, oh, free food and free drinks. It's like,
Hmm.
what could be better?
Yeah.
But you also have to realize the company you're around, and it's like, okay, like you can't go balls to the walls when Michael Lessing is, walking around
Yeah,
and
you're
like
right. You're
watching
around
your every move.
you're about the head honchos.
Yeah,
So
dude. So the big head honchos. It's like it's a very weird I guess environment and situation to be put into.
yeah.
I was just standing there watching Mike play and Mr. Lessings like walked past me
Hmm.
and I was like, what do I like? I was like, do I say hi? I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. And you have one of those awkwards, like, oh, Mr. Lessing, how you doing? So like, I shook his hand, and he's like, oh, I'm doing good. And then he just stood there and like,
And you have
and
like
looked at me.
you have like a couple tequila sunrises in you, and you're like, you don't want
Yeah,
to mess up because there's a drink in your hand. Like you're not too drunk, but that word might stumble anyway. So like
yeah,
you don't want to look bad in front of the big boss because
no, exactly.
you
So
know.
the first thing I said is like, Mike was playing music,
Yeah.
so I go, that's my friend right there. He goes, what? I'm like, Carl, stupid Carl.
Shut your
And
mouth. Shut your mouth.
I go, shut your mouth. I was like, oh, that's like my friend. He's my college roommate. He ended up playing at our other holiday, our summer party, and he got the job at Absolute. He's like, oh, that's so awesome. Like, does he like it? And he was like, yeah. He was like, wow, he's like really good. Like, he should start playing at some of our restaurants. I was like, dude, look at that, manager of the year,
Connection. I got you. I
connections,
got you, Mike. It was
dude. I got you,
glad you were
Mike.
talking to him. But yeah, no. I think that the Christmas party aspect. I mean, depending. I think the business you're in. Obviously, if you have like
Yeah,
a smaller office with people around your age, it's easier at the Christmas party to just kind of go crazy, or it depends the venue or whatnot. But yeah, no. I mean, it's always a tough call. I just had my Christmas party recently as well. It was actually funny. I was talking to my boss right before. the Christmas party happened that night. I'm like, yeah, I'm looking forward to the food, the drinks, the Secret Santa exchange, all that stuff. And she's like, you know what's crazy is like last year we had drinks because it was during the day, the work party, like during the middle
Oh
of
no.
our work day.
Yeah.
So they were passing around like mimosas and stuff. But I'm like, I can only have like one or two because I got to drive back to the office and continue to type. So this year it was after work. So I was like, oh, I'll have, I'll be able to have a few. It will be fun just to, casually go about it. And I'm saying this to myself, obviously. But then she goes, oh, you know what's crazy is they don't serve drinks here until 5 o'clock. So there'll be no drinks at the Christmas party. And in my head, I went, what? So I was like, hey, that's interesting. So I joked around. I was like, it's funny. I guess I had something come up during the Christmas party time. So I guess I won't be able to make it now all of a sudden. And she kind of laughed real quick and she went, it's funny. I guess I'll have to hold on to your Christmas bonus. There's been some nice earrings I've been eyeing and stuff. I was like, checkmate, motherfucker.
Dude,
I was like,
that
you
is
got me,
awesome.
man.
Yo, that is like, yo,
That's what
props
I
to
said.
her.
I was like, listen, I
That
got
is,
sunned. I tipped a cap. I said, touche.
dude,
You will see me there promptly at 3 o'clock until 5 o'clock when it closes.
that's grade A clowning right there, man. That is awesome. That is awesome. I
Yeah,
love
she
that.
she got me good, and I was scared too, because I kind of forgot that I was with like I'm friendly with my work coworkers, but we had the ice cream sundae bar, and they had whipped cream, but it was in a big bowl, like to scoop it. It wasn't like in one of those spray cans,
Yeah.
and it was stuck to the spoon, so I almost took my whole finger and wiped it off. I was like, I'm in public, we'll be polite, and I grabbed another spoon. Thank God, because I was just like. I shouldn't be allowed in public at these new restaurants with other people. So these Christmas parties with your coworkers are always tough.
That's amazing, dude. I
Yeah,
I love that, dude. Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, but I was able to walk out with what I think was the best Secret Santa gift available. It was an unwrapped case, 12 pack of IPAs.
Oh, dude.
I knew a lot of people were eyeing it, so I was on the fence if I wanted to take it when my number got called. I hesitated. As soon as I grabbed it, half the room went, "Oh," and they were
I mean,
mad.
especially because was all the other gifts kind of wrapped, or was that like the
Every
only?
single gift was wrapped besides that one,
You
or
know,
either in a bag.
I feel like that's nice though because it's like you knew what you were going to get, and you were happy with what you were gonna get.
Exactly, because like, listen, I everyone was thoughtful with their gifts, gift cards, but like some people got like candles or body wash or like some like barbecue rub and stuff like that. It's like that's nice and all. I'm thought it's thoughtful and can be used for the right person, but I'm not gonna use it. So I know for a fact that I'm not taking a risk. Those beers will eventually be drinking. So I had to do it. It had to be done.
Oh, that's
So
awesome, dude.
yeah, it
That's
was awkward,
awesome.
but we did it. We got it done.
Speaking of winning things at parties, it's a good kind of transition.
Fire.
Kind of brings us to our next topic is of your dad winning some Jets tickets.
Yes.
And you went this past weekend, or was it 2 weekends ago?
I think it was 2 weekends ago. It was like December 3rd or December 4th. It was a
Yeah, so
Sunday.
it was the Sunday after Casey podcast episode.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, tell us about it. I heard it was your first Jets game, right?
Yeah, so I've never been to a football game either. And I learned that day my dad's never been to a football game at MetLife. He used to go see some games at Shea and some old stadiums as well. But yeah, so I've never been to a football game ever. My dad won these tickets at a benefit charity event he went to maybe a month prior. And they were in a suite. Some guy was giving away his suite tickets with Waste Management is the company that he works with. So immediately I thought the mob, Tony Soprano, as a waste management consultant he
Oh,
is.
that's funny.
People were not the mob; they were very nice. But yeah, so we got there
You
fairly
sure they went
early.
the mob? It was New Jersey.
Yeah, it really could have been. I was scared for my life a little bit, but
Yeah.
everyone was really nice. We got there super early. We got there like 11. Game started at 1. Went right to the suites, and it was good too because it rained that day. But yeah, as soon as we got off the elevator, we went to the 5th floor, and they're passing out complimentary mimosas. And immediately, my dad lost me because I went right to the table. I was like, "You
It's
got
go
me."
time.
I was like, "If I got to watch the Jets, we need a few of these in us." So yeah, immediately went to the mimosas. Went to the suite. It was like right there. There was only a couple other people in there. There was a couple clients, and then there was a girl who worked with waste management, and I forgot the guy's name who got us the tickets. I think it was maybe Ryan or something. She's like, "Oh yeah, Ryan said he was giving away tickets. Nice to meet you. Let me show you around." She's like, "All right, yeah." So there's like waters, sodas in here, beers in here, nachos, popcorn, hot dogs, sandwiches, all the food you can think of. And like, and come
That's
like
so cool.
11:30, they're gonna give you more hot food. And then like 30 minutes later, it was mac and cheese, pulled pork, sauerkraut, and all the food you can imagine in this suite. I was like, this is awesome. I was
That's
like,
amazing.
yeah, and like, cause like everyone they kind of been there before, so like everyone's kind of eating some small amounts of food. But like once like 12:30, 1 o'clock, like game time hit, I was like, I'm making a huge plate. I'm finding my seat, and every like kind of stoppage, I'll go get another drink. So they just had they had the whole fridge of drinks that they kept restocking. And by the time it was done, I think there was like 15, 20 people in the suite. Everyone was super nice, mostly Jets fans, some who didn't really care for football. Game obviously was not the greatest. Didn't was Jets didn't win, shocker. Zach Wilson didn't
Mm.
play. I got to see the third string and the backup start. So that was a fun time. But yeah, I mean, listen, the only way you're gonna get me there is if you put me in a suite. I got spoiled for my first time ever, having some drinks
Dude,
and food.
that's awesome though. I've never had a sweet experience
No,
at like a football or actually a major league game. I think the one time I ever went was like at a duck suite,
I
you
went to
know.
yeah. That was the last time I've ever been to one actually.
Yeah, I think that's the only time I've ever been in the suite. I had, tossed up the idea. My dad had once tossed up the idea for my birthday to buy a suite. That never came to fruition.
Yeah, they're expensive,
Yeah, they're
honestly.
expensive. But like, I mean, that sounds amazing. Like that's something out of like a movie, I feel like just all that food just coming on the hour,
Oh
you
my God,
know.
yeah. Like at one point, like we were watching the game, and it was a great time. Like I said, no matter what, like I expected him to lose, but like I was just excited because me and my dad never been to a game, so I was excited to go with him. But yeah, at one point, like a waitress came around. She's like, "Oh, Philly cheesesteaks? You want some Philly cheese?" And she was passing around like small little sliders and stuff, and
That's
they kept
sick.
coming in. Like any requests you had, I didn't make any because I was obviously happy, just even being there. But like the main girl, she asked for like a bottle of wine, so they put it on ice next to her. They gave her a little bottle of wine. I was like, wow. I was like joking around. I was like,
All
when's the
right, all
surf and
right.
turf coming out? But yeah, and it looked like every suite because you can kind of see through the suites like down the line, like had
Yeah.
whatever food they wanted. I'm sure you could pick from a menu, but like the suite next to us had wings, chicken fingers, and like fries and stuff. So I guess it's all depends what the host of the suite wants in there.
Oh, that's
So,
dope.
but listen, I was happy with my choice, and it
Yeah,
was a it was a great day. Rained,
dude.
lost,
We're gonna
but
have to get a two-man suite at one of these games, man. Maybe
listen, I'm telling you, it's a fun time. If you got to watch some of these New York sports football teams, even though the Giants have turned it around a little bit lately.
yeah, I mean
Uh,
Tommy Cullins, hey? How you doing?
my guy, you see his agent?
Dude, yes. Oh my God.
That
I wanted to bring this up when you said the mafia.
yeah,
Dude, that guy straight out of The Sopranos. Are you
that
kidding
guy
me?
can't that guy can't be real, Kenny.
He's,
That's not
dude,
his
he's gotta
agent.
be. He's gotta be real, man. Dude, like, did
I
you
think
see
I
like
yeah.
oh, did you see the video of like his dad like and him kissing his
Oh my
dad like
god.
after Tommy DeVito throws a touchdown,
Yeah.
he goes over to his agent and he kisses him like on the
Right.
head and
Yeah.
then he turns and kisses him right on the cheek and they both just start.
Dude, it's unbelievable. I absolutely love just this whole storyline with Tommy DeVito, and
Dude, it's
you just gotta
amazing.
keep playing into it as much as possible. It's not even like they're forcing him in there because he's playing bad. He's playing good.
He's playing good, man. Dude, and you know what's cool too is that like this is like kind of giving me I forget who I was talking I think I was talking to Billy and Marcelo about it. And this vibe of like the streak that he's on like the
Mhm.
past like 4 weeks is like the Jeremy Lin of
Yeah.
like today.
Yeah.
Like when Jeremy Lin was like going crazy in 2012, I think it was.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, dude, this has like the same energy, the same
It
feel.
does.
Like it is awesome. Like I just hope the it just keeps going up. As much as I want I want the Giants to tank. Right now I think
Yeah.
they're like fifth. If they just keep losing, they'll end up like getting like the number 5 pick.
Yeah.
Um they're gonna keep winning though. Like I know that's just what's gonna happen. Like they're just on
Yeah.
such a
But
high right now. They're
yeah.
riding that Jersey juice.
Yeah. No, I think the storyline's just great because just an Italian kid lives with his parents from New Jersey. His family's embracing it now too. They're handing out chicken cutlets before the game at the tailgate. They're all
That's
walking
awesome. I
around.
didn't know about that.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
his whole family's starting to come to all the games now. They were handing out chicken cutlets. They had Sternos and Schaefer's all lit up with Italian. They might have meatballs and stuff too. And yeah,
That is so
they're
awesome.
just enjoying this run that he's putting on. He came out to the Sopranos music the other day, their theme song. So listen, yeah, I mean, I hope he's
Oh,
the real deal. Because yeah, like you said, it would stink if he kind of goes on this little run and the Giants finish with like a 15 pick, and then
yeah.
he ends up stinking. But who knows? Daniel Jones has to count his days though.
Dude, I know they paid him so much money, and this guy making less than probably Brock Purdy is outplaying him.
Yeah,
He's
the guy who still
got
lives
nothing
with
to
his
lose.
parents is just
Yeah.
putting them on. I would be trash talking so hard to those defensive backs if this
Dude, I'd
guy
be like,
was
I
lighting
still
them
live
up.
with my mom. You're making $500 million.
Oh my God, I would absolutely destroy him. Even if I was just a coach on the sideline, I would be in their heads.
Yeah, man. Oh, dude. And then talk about Zach Wilson coming back and letting it up this week as well.
Yeah,
They both just Tommy DeVito and Zach Wilson just won player of the week.
yep,
It's pretty cool to see Zach Wilson too. I think I saw that he made a comment to DJ Reed
yep,
that he's like, what are they gonna do? Bench me again? So he's playing loose, he's playing like, okay, got nothing to lose. The worst
yeah,
that could happen is you get benched again. So
yeah.
I mean, I think that's how he should have been playing the whole time. I think there was just too much pressure on him. He was in his own head,
Yeah,
you know.
obviously. Well, yeah, he got put in a tough situation. He expected to finally sit behind a quarterback this year and
Yeah.
learn in Aaron Rodgers, and that literally died 4 plays into the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows. I mean, I was at the game when Tim Boyle and Simeon were both in there, and you can't tell me those were better options than Zach Wilson. I'm
Yeah.
not,
No.
I'm not saying Zach Wilson's great, but yeah, these were not better options. But yeah, no, he literally he just went out there and said, "Fuck it, we ball," and he just started airing it
We
out.
ball,
And in the
baby.
rain, he looked great. And yeah, no, because I think the rumors are that they're looking to either trade him or release him this offseason. So now he's probably like, I'll show my stock and maybe I'll
Yeah.
do good somewhere else. But who knows? He plays good these next 5 games. Maybe they hold on to him for one more year. Who knows?
Dude, who knows, man? I mean, I would like to see them kind of win out, dude. I think that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
They just went out and Rogers goes, yo, I'm feeling kind of good
I mean,
now.
yeah, I see him.
You
They
know?
this team has got me in a constant cycle all season of delusion. Like obviously, Rodgers starts the year, we're Super Bowl bound, and then we get into all right, Zach Wilson can maybe do it, and then you say, hey, Zach Wilson stinks, and then you see the backups are like, all right, we're back in the playoff hunt, and then Zach Wilson stinks some more, and it's like, all right, we're out of it. Zach Wilson it comes back a little bit, and then all of a sudden the Dolphins lose and the Jets win, and we play the Dolphins next week, and the Bills haven't looked great, and it's like, now hold on a second, the playoffs are still wide open, so they have me hooked every other couple weeks.
Dude,
They have me delusional
it's so
again.
crazy because the AFC is just so wide open, man.
It is.
It's awesome. It's
I'm
awesome. It's gonna be fun to watch the next couple of weeks, man.
my no, I'm loving this football playoff push right now. It's been great.
Yeah, and speaking of football playoff push, let's talk about something that Tyler I know is super happy to talk about. He's repping it right now, some college playoff football.
Hell yeah.
So Tyler, let's get right into this, man. You are our liaisons in the Alabama
Yes.
realm. So how you feel about Alabama sneaking in and making the college playoffs?
Yeah, listen, I know it was controversial. I'm obviously happy with the decision. I was actually with my
Yeah.
dad at the Jets game when it got announced. I
Oh,
did
that's
not.
dope.
And
That's
we also
dope.
didn't know the announcement was that day because obviously all the championship games were the night before. SEC championship game was the night before Alabama Georgia, where Alabama just continues to beat Georgia.
Hell yeah. Roll
Yeah,
Tide, baby.
roll
Roll
Tide,
Tide.
baby. So I was hyped about that, but when they won that game, I thought they wouldn't get in. I thought they miss out, but I was happy because I thought that meant Georgia would also miss. Um, but yeah, all of a sudden we were sitting there before the Jets game started, and I saw that they put Bama in at 4, and I couldn't believe it. And I thought, oh, maybe they left Texas out, but then they put Texas in at 3. I said, who'd they leave out? And poor Florida State University. It's a tough
Yeah.
look because I've been seeing different stories on it all week, it is tough when you do go 13-0 and the committee decides not to put you in the playoffs because you're starting quarterback.
It's crazy, man. I think they're going to 8 teams next year,
I think it's
and
12
it's 12 teams. I think that's even better because there's
finally.
just so many really good teams that get
Yeah.
snubs. Like there's like a team like FSU, and then you have even Georgia,
Yeah.
who was really good and isn't what they didn't make it either, right?
No, I mean
Yeah,
they were ranked number 1 for
they
pretty
were
much the
number one,
entire
and
season.
they dropped one from 1 to 5 off
Yeah.
of one loss. Like,
Yeah.
dude, anybody can lose one game,
Yeah.
and as opposed to the same thing, anybody can win one game. So like
Exactly.
it's really really I thought it was really weird, and as they're in a the committee's in a weird spot because they
Yeah.
want to see the best 4 teams play
Yeah.
and make it into the playoffs. But
Yeah.
if you expand the playoffs, then you get to really actually see, now you give everybody a chance to win those games in the playoffs.
Exactly. To
The
really
high
prove it.
intensity, the lights are on you,
Mhm.
nationally televised every single game.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy they're going to change it, but it does really suck for FSU.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, it is tough because, like you said, the best 4 teams, and I think the committee just got really scared because Texas beat Alabama, week 2 or 3 of the season.
Yeah.
So then I think they got scared because they're like, we want to put in Alabama, but how do we not put in Texas, who beat Alabama, kind of making Texas better than Alabama? So I think they just said, fuck it, and put
They
in
just said, fuck it,
Texas at
bro.
3 and put Bama at 4 and said, sorry, FSU, sorry, Georgia. I think, yeah, people are just more mad with the FSU one for sure, but I think after last year's playoffs or playoffs of the past, like they're just sick of sneaking in that 4th team to just get blown out in the first round.
Yeah, I
You
think so
know,
too.
they always put in like Notre Dame or Oklahoma, all these other teams, and they play that first game and they lose by like 30 points.
30 points, yeah.
Yeah, and like, listen, I know everyone's been saying FSU is, it's a team sport. They're not, it's not just their quarterbacks out for the year. Like they can
Yeah.
still do it. They can't. They
You really
can't.
want to see a backup though, play in the playoffs. I mean, yeah, it was cool to see Nick Foles win a Super Bowl, but are we gonna
Yeah,
really care about some backup FSU quarterback? No
yeah,
offense to how great he probably will be maybe next year, but
yeah, and exactly. Listen, I think even like last year they had the national championship. I think it was last year when it was Georgia TCU. I know TCU had their Cinderella run to get there, but
yeah,
even then, I didn't think they should have made the playoffs just because I'm a little biased with the SEC and even just the Big Ten and other divisions having some good winners. But you know, look what happened when TCU decided to go play against Georgia. I think they lost by like 40, 50 points in the
yeah,
national championship game. So like you feel bad, but TCU, you really put them in there. I mean, because I think Washington was undefeated. I think Texas beats Washington, and biasedly, I think Alabama beats Michigan. So
dude. I think that's gonna be a good game because Michigan's been really good
they
this
have
whole
been,
year.
yeah,
So
they have been. They have a chip on their shoulder. They got something to prove. I'm just happy to be here. I'm really
yeah,
did not
well,
expect this.
all I gotta say is roll tide,
Roll
and
Tide,
I
baby.
hope they win for your sake, Tyler.
I hope so. January 1st, New Year's Day, 4:30 in the Rose Bowl, baby. I'll be locked
Oh,
in. I will
hell
be
freaking
locked in.
yeah.
Yeah,
We gotta
so
watch that game together, man. It's gonna be electric.
hell yeah. I'm excited for that. But yeah, we'll talk more about it before we get to the college football playoffs. But we're gonna kind of stay in the sports realm with Alabama sneaking in over FSU was a big sports topic until
Yeah. Yeah,
Shohei
literally
Ohtani
until
signed the biggest contract I think we will ever see in our entire lives. He signs 10 years,
insane.
$700 million, with the Dodgers. Crazy move. What was your first reactions hearing that?
My first reaction was I wasn't surprised that it was the Dodgers.
Yeah,
We if you follow the TikTok, you'll see we posted a clip from last video
yeah.
and talking about where we thought he was gonna go. Tyler and Casey both said the Dodgers, and I would have said the Dodgers if it wasn't for both of them saying it.
Yeah, he did
Um,
he did say it clearly in the video. So I'm
yeah,
gonna say all three of us picked the Dodgers.
yeah. So I did say the Mets, huge L for the Mets, but not
Hell
actually because I don't think they even made an offer. But anyway, that's not the point. What I think think it's absolutely crazy that they're giving him that much money. Yes, I get it. He is like the best player in baseball, but he just got hurt again
Yeah.
in the span of like the 6 years that he's been in the league. He's gotten hurt twice and hasn't been able to pitch for 2 out of the 6 years that he's played in
Yeah.
the league. And now he's got hurt again. So it's going to be what I guess two. It's going to be 3 out of the 7 years that he's going to play in the league. He can't pitch
Pitch. Yeah.
that, and that's like his. I mean, arguably, I mean, yeah, I think he's a better hitter than he is a pitcher,
Yeah.
but arguably, you could say he's more valuable to teams as a pitcher because a lot of teams, yeah, they have like the 1, 2 guys on the top, but like they struggle to have that 3 guy. On the Angels, he was that one guy. He was like
Mhm.
the best pitcher on that team, and he was the best hitter on that team when Trout was hurt.
True.
So I don't know. I think it's really tough seeing them give him that much money when
Yeah.
you don't know if he's ever going to pitch again. Do I think he deserves it if he's like going to play on both sides of the ball? A
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
But I just think it's tough, man. But I understand why they had to do it. If they wanted to land him, it had to have been a big splash, and
Yeah.
this was the deal that they made.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know that the projected numbers to start were like, oh, will he reach 500 million? Will he, be the richest player in baseball, get the highest contract? And everyone's like, oh, well, if he can't pitch the first year, give him 450 million, whatever. And then also saying, that takes up the whole payroll, and it would just be the same situation as with the Angels, that he's their best player. And then the deal comes out, 10 years, $700 million.
Yeah,
And
insane.
I was shocked. And then I'm saying, I know the Dodgers are good. I know they have, their superstars and Betts and Freeman, Kershaw still around, and guys like that. But obviously they haven't really won a legitimate championship in like 40 years.
Yeah, I
I
mean they won the 2021, but a lot of people say that has an asterisk.
Yeah,
So
that's I'm someone. I'm on that boat. But yeah, so but then hearing the deferment of the contract, that he's only getting paid 2 million for these next 10 years each season is kind of the craziest thing I've ever heard of. Like it's allowed, but it sounds like cheating.
no, that's actually crazy. When that came out, like 3 days after they announced the contract,
Yeah,
I was like, that's just wild because you know what's even crazier is yeah, he's getting paid $700 million,
yeah,
but because they're deferring 680 million of that and
yeah,
it won't start being paid until 2034.
yeah.
You know how much money that is actually when it's all said and done because you have to pay interest on that deferred money.
I don't think it was interest. I think it said in the thing no interest. I
Are
think.
you sure?
I think it
But
said no interest.
I think they're putting it on like in a bank on in layaway for him because I saw another report saying that with the interest that it will be like put into a bank because it's guaranteed money,
Yeah.
is gonna end up being like $1.5 billion.
Jeez. Well, yeah, maybe, but I mean,
That's crazy though.
dude, I mean, yeah, like listen, $2 million is still $2 million, and he's gonna get his money from being in Hollywood and sponsors,
Oh
endorsements,
yeah,
and
easily.
he'll make his money. He'll make more than $2 million, but to just get paid $2 million for the next 10 years, 2 million a season, and then once he'll be done and retired, by the time that contract's up, and then 2034. Every July 1st will be his Bobby Bonilla day, but it's going to be him getting
Yeah,
$68 million every
yeah.
July 1st for the next 10 years. That
What's
just,
what's insane though is I really don't understand how they do that because like I get like when you pay the player like that much money like when he's playing for you.
yeah,
And I also get the other side is that they want to be able to pay for players around him in that 10 years so that he has a good team around him.
yeah,
But now there's going to be 10 years of like Dodger fans' lives that are just going to be complete misery because they're paying this guy $68 million that just it's just not going to be seen like that like
yeah,
it just every year immediately, no contribution to the field at all. It's going into Shohei Ohtani's pocket.
That's what I was thinking, because that makes this contract still even more, stressful, and the Dodgers' success over the next 10 years, even more stressful too. Because
Yeah.
if you sign Ohtani to this, you have to get at least one World Series, if not multiple World Series, because come 2034, if you're not good, every year they're going to be paying $68 million for nothing.
I mean, like
Um,
I'm thinking you need to have at least like a dynasty. Like you need to
yeah,
have a Giants or like Yankees run
yeah,
where you guys win 3 to 4 championships within
yeah.
that 10-year span.
Yeah, because like if you're sitting there and, on say July 1st, 2034, that first year, but you're sitting there holding 2 or 3 rings on your finger as a fan and you're going, listen, this guy's great. But if you're sitting there in 10 years and your team's like bottom of the league and he didn't do shit, it's like,
Yeah. If it's another
well,
Angels thing all over
yeah,
again, you
this
got
team
to
stinks and stuff because he's there for the long run. He's got no opt outs, no trade clause, all the good
Yep.
stuff. So he's a Dodger for the rest of his life. If I'm yeah, because he's on the older side, right? So
He's like 26, so he'd be like the end of his career.
yeah, and then
So,
towards the end of his contract with all these pitching injuries, he's only going to be a hitter, I think.
oh
So
yeah, I said 26. I think he's 28.
yeah, whatever it is, I think he's retired by the end of it. If anything, he's just a hitter.
Yeah.
So then because at that point, but yeah, can't believe that. Stinks he went to the Dodgers. Stinks even more knowing that the Giants offered him the same exact contract.
Yeah, I did see that even with the deferred money as well. They were
Same
willing to
exact
do the
con.
same thing. That's
They
crazy.
technically it was like an agreed contract because they know that's what they wanted. So technically he agreed to both contracts. It's just he had to pick where he wanted, and he picked the Dodgers. Apparently, it's coming out that San Francisco is not the nicest city to live in. Um, they're putting some. That's
Oh.
some rumors been circulating. Even Posey came out and said it and said there's a bad reputation that the city's been getting lately. He doesn't know
Oh
why,
shoot.
but they've been getting some bad rap, homelessness and crime and stuff like that.
I mean, that makes sense in the Shang-Chi movie. Dude, that bus like got fucking wrecked. Like it wrecked like
Exactly. There's
three
some
city
bad stuff going
blocks.
on in San Francisco,
Yeah.
but I mean, I think that's not the whole thing. I mean, he wanted to be a Dodger. They have a better
Yeah.
team as well. So
I mean, dude, that top five in the lineup, bro, is just broken.
yeah, and
Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman,
Ohtani.
Ohtani, um, Will Smith, and I think I'm missing one.
Yeah,
Who's
you
the
go.
other really? Oh, Max Muncy.
Yeah, Max Muncy just has some power too. Still, so yeah,
Yeah.
those 5 guys, and they even still have young guys in a good form system like they always
Yep.
do. And right before we started recording the podcast, our sports correspondent Joey Mattioli reported us that they just traded for Tyler Glass now and Manuel Margot from the Rays for basically a
Yeah.
bag of rocks.
Literally,
Um,
yeah.
like
A
it was
bag
like
of
it was like
rocks.
two players. Like I know those guys are not the greatest, and nowhere near the tier of Shohei Ohtani, but those are some name guys.
But those are some big name guys from like established major league players.
Yeah,
Um,
and I don't think they're done yet. The Dodgers,
yeah, I
so
don't think they're done,
they're
man.
br-
I
they're
mean,
breaking the system.
especially too with the deferred money, they can go out and sign a still a top tier pitcher like Yamamoto,
They could.
um, which would really certainly shake up everything because not only did they get the best free agency hitter on the market in Ohtani, but they would also get the best pitcher on the market. And like that, dude, like that's just broken. I
No, it
mean,
really is.
listen, as a Mets fan, and they were going into it saying that it was possible that the Mets could do it.
Yeah,
Um, would I have loved to seen it? Yeah, of course. Am I being kind of hypocritical? I would not be saying this if it was the Mets instead of the Dodgers. But it's crazy to
yeah.
me.
Well, yeah, because like I even said the same thing like last season when the Giants were going after Judge, and then like the Giants were going after Ohtani. I'm like they need a lot of fixes. Not one player is gonna fix this entire franchise. The Dodgers don't really need too many fixes.
Yeah,
They just added another superstar. The Giants need more than just a superstar. They need a
yeah,
couple more
exactly.
depth players. So, yeah, but that was really just one of the bigger moves. The move that happened before it that kind of even forgot about before we started recording was
Yeah.
Juan Soto getting traded to the Yankees. Yankees finally making a big move for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, it feels like that, except besides, them re-signing the captain Aaron Judge last year.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good to see them get Juan Soto. I feel like it's been a splash that we haven't seen happen on that side of New York. It feels like the last couple of big splashes have happened in New York the past like 4 or 5 years.
Hmm.
But so it was good to see that the Juan Soto went over there. I think that's going to be a really good fit. I
Hmm.
think baseball is, as a Mets fan, I think baseball is better when the New York teams are good. So that includes the Yankees. I think that uh them getting Juan Soto is really gonna just bolster that offense that was just abysmal last year. It was just
Yeah.
so terrible.
Yeah.
But what do you think about the package kind of that they gave out? Because some people may say that the big problem the Yankees have had for over the past 3 or 4 years was their pitching, and it seems like they addressed it last year. Garrett Cole winning the Cy Young Award. You had a guy like Michael King and Clay Holmes in the back of the bullpen, just kind of
Hmm.
holding it down back there. But they got rid of Michael King, who was a big piece of
Hmm.
that bullpen last year, and a couple of other young pitchers as well. Do you feel like it was a win for them? Do you feel like it was kind of meh or bad?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a win for the Yankees. I know Michael King and Higashioka were kind of more of the major league ready talent, if you will, in that trade. But yeah, I always think if you know Juan Soto's good and you know a player's good, you trade for him. You don't know how those prospects are going to be. I know they could look good when you draft them, look good through all this ranks, but there's been so many prospects that come up and just don't, do as well in the MLB. So I think it was a good idea to trade Juan Soto and to get Juan Soto. And yeah, because listen, after Aaron Judge in that lineup, everyone had a terrible year on that offense. Everyone. I mean, Glaber had a better season, but I mean, I know they had injuries, Rizzo, LeMahieu. Um, but yeah, basically, Stanton had a down year. They had Donaldson and IKF to start the year doing poorly. So I
Yeah,
think
man.
you really needed something in that lineup to get a spark and especially finally get some lefty power hitters. Rizzo was really the only good lefty, I feel like. But now they went out, they got Soto, and the not so flashy move, they also got Verdugo. So now you got two lefty
Yeah, I forgot
outfielders with
about
that,
that
yeah,
too.
with that
Yeah,
short
wow.
porch, to kind of balance that lineup. Do left, right, left, right. Whatever they want to do with it, and it gives them some more options to finally, uh, you know, get that offense rocking. And in terms of getting rid of more pitchers and a team that could use some pitching, there's a bunch of free agents out there, and there's some guys out there for trade. So considering the Yankees were already, you know, showing that they had an urgency to get some players to New York, I think them going for Juan Soto shows that they're going to go after some pitchers as well. Yamamoto still could be a Yankee, and
Yeah, that was Tyler's
Blake.
pick. If he
Yeah,
does go there, I'm gonna be pissed. I hope he goes to the Mets.
I mean, listen, I hope he goes to the Giants or Mets too, but
Oh, what
and
did you say? I think I said the Yankees actually. Oops.
maybe he did, but
Yeah.
I might have said yeah, whoever said it. But there's also Blake Snell out there. There's still some other pitchers out there who can be signed or even traded for on some teams. So I think it's a great move for the Yankees. Even if he becomes a free agent and wants to come over to the other New York team,
Yeah, man. As my dad would say, yeah, you know what? Have the Yankees take him as a rental, and we'll have him for the next 10 years
show
after
show him
that.
how the city is. Put him in
Show him
some
how the city is.
pinstripes, and then once
Then
they
we'll
once they boo him out of there, he can get booed out of City Field once in a
yeah,
while.
we'll put him in blue and orange.
Yeah, no, I just need I want some every time I look at my phone, I'm hoping there's more news on free
Yeah.
agents, but pretty stagnant right now.
Yeah, we were talking about that before we got on. It's just weird. I feel like you go back like 6 or 7 years from now. It was basically that like during the winter meetings that just happened this past
Mhm.
week, it was like free agents signed, free agent signed, free agent signed, free agent signed, just
Mhm.
one after another.
Yeah.
And now it's just kind of like, okay, everybody's a stalemate. They kind of test the waters during the free agent the winter meetings.
Yeah.
And then it's like they sign in like mid-February, late March now.
Yeah.
They wait
No,
until the last possible moment.
I don't get it. I remember there always used to be like one person, and like that was the big storyline, like because they waited till like right before pitchers and catchers came. But now
Yeah.
it seems like, yeah, everyone waits till right before pitchers and catchers, and it's like don't you want to get to know the team a little more and, find a place to live for the next 7 years or however long your
Yeah,
contract is?
exactly.
But yeah, I don't know because there's a lot of big names out there still. But
A lot of big names, dude. A lot, a lot.
yeah, we'll have to see how the offseason finishes for sure. But Ohtani and Soto definitely two of the bigger names right now. Poor Mike Trout's got to go probably finish his career in Anaheim.
Yeah, I think so. They came out and said that he's not going to be traded. I would have really loved, honestly, to see him get traded somewhere. I think maybe they're one more year away. I think they're 1 year of just, misery of that franchise, and I think they're going to finally set him free. But I think at that point, it'll kind of just be like, all right, like you trade him somewhere. How many years is he really gonna like have left in the tank to
Yeah.
provide a championship somewhere?
Yeah, exactly. You got to put him on like the right team. Like you can't have him on a team that's questionable to compete. Like you would have to give him to like the Dodgers or the Braves or something.
Yeah, one that I did like was, as much as I would hate it if he went to the Philly. He is
That
a
would be
Philly
cool.
he is a Philly guy. That team's
Yeah.
just like really cool. And how of a perfect ending to a career would it be for two guys who have been compared all their careers in Mike
Hmm.
Trout and Bryce Harper to be
Yeah.
on the same team and, try and win that thing together. I feel like that would be a really cool storyline.
Yeah.
But I
That
don't
would
think
it.
that'll happen.
No, I don't think it will happen either. Obviously, we wouldn't want to see it happen. But yeah,
Yeah,
to
of
see those
course not.
guys kind of both end it, say they got a ring together, then
Yeah,
there would be no debate who was better. You can just call it a draw
exactly.
and finish that debate. But yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know. It's
know.
exciting. Mets have some moves to make. Giants have some moves to make. We'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see how our teams do, man. We'll talk back at the right before the season, and we'll look back onto this and be like, damn, are we happy or are we super sad still?
I think the Giants are gonna be super sad. So we'll see. We shall see.
Well, I think that brings us to our last topic here, Tyler.
Mhm.
Where it's coming that time of year. We don't know if we're gonna be able to make a recording for next week. So I thought, why not better than our very favorite thing, a game?
Let's do it.
And that game being the most magical and wonderful time of the year, Christmas.
Awesome.
So, I figured we would do a Christmas draft. Basically just kind of our favorite things about Christmas. We'll do like 1 to 5 things. We'll do four. We'll do four things of like
Sure.
Christmassy things
Hmm.
where we just draft and we just talk about our favorite things about the magical holiday it is Christmas. Also, if you haven't seen, look at my little Deadpool guy. He's got a little
Yeah, you're
Christmas
very
hat.
festive for this episode. You came prepared.
Dude, I came prepared,
He
man.
looks
Look, he's got
awesome.
a little mistletoe on it. So,
He, he looks great. Yeah, we definitely are ready for the Christmas season with our decorations and apparel. But
yeah.
right before we start the draft, I have a question I want to ask you.
Oh, of
Uh,
course.
could be a spoiler if any kids are watching. Hopefully, you're
Da, da,
not
da,
watching
da.
this. But when or how did you figure out that Santa wasn't real?
Dude,
Did I just break
what
the
do you
news to you?
mean? What do you mean he's not real?
Listen, I'm sorry I have to break this news to you, but that guy that comes down the chimney, he's your mother and father.
Nah. Dude, honestly, I believed for a really long time.
Hmm.
And like this is like kind of my I don't know. I guess like my low key kind of like fact about me. Like I still low key kind of like believe he is a little bit. Like
Oh,
I
do
know he's
you?
not real, but
Yeah,
like
but you
one
want
of
it.
my my childish weird things is like, dude, like I feel like you have to kind of like believe because as a kid growing up, like believing in Santa, once the last like sibling or like the last cousin in your family stops believing in Santa, it makes
Yeah,
Christmas 10 times worse, dude. Like believing in
yeah,
Santa makes like the holiday season like so much better. Like Christmas is probably my favorite holiday, favorite time of year.
of course.
It's just like, great vibes, get to see family, eat some good
Hmm.
food, get some fire gifts from under the tree. And I also like giving gifts as well. It's like
Yeah,
one of my love languages, giving gifts out to my friends and
uh,
stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, dude, I think I had to have been in fifth or sixth grade
Okay,
when I'm gonna say sixth or seventh because I think Joey was 2 years younger than me,
okay,
and
that's fair.
so I like my parents really like try not to. when actually, this is kind of a quick side story. I remember when I was in like second grade,
Hmm.
Ian Stone came into school,
What a
and
name.
he comes from a Jewish household, and he came in and started telling everybody that Santa wasn't real, and everybody's like, "What do you mean?" And he had these very
Oh.
valid facts that like Santa wasn't real. And I'm like, no way. So I went home and I was like so upset. And I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I can't
Oh
believe Santa's not real, yada yada yada. And like my mom was devastated that this kid like ruined my
my
childhood.
God, yeah, what an asshole, you know?
No, like, cause like when you're in second grade, you're like what, like 7, 8 years old, you know?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
You have to be
Yeah,
somewhere around there, right?
yeah, yeah.
And so my mom was like, damn, like that's still so young for him like to not believe. So my parents did a really creative thing.
Okay.
So my dad dressed up as Santa Claus that year,
No
and
way.
he put the presents underneath the tree. But my mom took a picture of it
Oh, let's
and
go.
printed it out like on like got it like printed, and goes, look what I saw last night. And it was Santa like bending over, like
Yeah,
putting the
yeah.
presents under the tree. And I was like, oh my God, let's go, I knew he was real, blah blah blah. And my mom's like, yeah, like, he always sees you, he always knows, like Santa always knows. So like
Wow.
you're like, so I'm probably gonna get cold last year for taking a picture of him, like sneaking a picture and not asking for permission first. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh mom, no, no, you're not. He's gonna be so happy that you did that. So I went into school the next day, or like after like Christmas break. I go into school and I'm running around showing everybody this freaking picture. I'm like, guys, look, Santa's real. Screw you, Ian. I mean, I didn't say screw you. I was probably like,
Obviously.
you stink, Ian
Yeah, you
Stone.
stupid
Look at
head. Yeah.
stupid head, Santa Israel. And he was like, holy shit, Santa Israel. I made this non-believer believe, man.
Hell yeah,
Dude,
brother. Hey,
I was like, hell yeah. Oh, dude, it was awesome.
that-
And then the greatest thing, after my mom, the next year, she put coal in her own stocking,
oh my
because,
God.
dude, which made me believe fucking tenfold more
Yeah.
after that. So, dude, like that's why I
You
believed for
you were like,
so
I'm
long.
I'm I'm eating my veggies. I
Yeah,
am
I
going
was
to
like,
sleep early.
I'm
Shout
doing
out
everything. I'm
quick
not
round of
getting in
applause
trouble.
and shout out to Mama and Papa Mattioli
Yeah,
for that
dude.
one. They
No,
they
they
deserve
they
some
killed it,
Grammys for that one or
dude. They
Oscars. They
killed it,
deserve some
man.
acting awards for that for sure. Wow,
And that is
that's
why I believed for so long, dude. For
they
so long.
they got me believing again. I mean, yeah, that's kind of why I brought it up because I always hear like these horror stories almost of kids telling them on the school bus or at school or them
Yes.
catching their parents putting the you know presents on the Christmas tree and stuff. So, jeez,
Yeah, dude. I
yeah,
I would I would yeah, man. That's like a memory I'll never forget. It was like just running around, be like, he's freaking real.
dude,
And
that is
that.
awesome.
What about you though? How old do you think you were?
I think we were probably in a similar boat and around the same age because like I have a sister that's a couple years younger than me. So I think even if like
Shout out to
I
him.
yeah, if I outgrew it slash figured it out, I think like one year I might have saw my dad going down the stairs like with the presents. Like I heard him walking and I happened to look at my door and there he was. But I can't remember vividly if that was like the first year I didn't believe in Santa or not. I think my parents, like I could be wrong, I think they kind of just phased me and Jill out of it. Like instead of
Yeah.
writing like from Santa, because they always used to be like from Santa to, Tyler, from Santa to Jill,
Yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
and it would be like probably like 90% Santa, and then like one or two or three gifts from like my mom and dad, to us as well to just show like it wasn't just Santa. So
Yeah,
then
yeah,
I
yeah.
I
No,
think like
yeah,
as
that
we
makes
got
sense.
older, I think it was just for mom and dad, and then it's like, well, what happened to that big old jolly Saint Nick guy?
Yeah.
So I think I could be wrong. I don't think I have a horror story. I think it was just they kind of slowly phased us out around that same time period of like right before middle school
Yeah, I mean, to
time.
be honest, I feel like that's probably the best way to do about like to do it is kind of just phase out, because
Yeah.
then it's like, oh, okay, like you're really gonna like crush some poor kid's soul, and you're just
Yeah,
gonna crush it.
exactly. To tell them, yeah. So I think that's the best way to do it. Cause yeah, I don't think I was in middle school. Because I'm trying to remember. Because yeah, because I asked for just the most ridiculous things always. I asked for like 15 different jerseys and then the newest gaming consoles. So
Oh,
um
that's awesome.
yeah, yeah, because actually, no, yeah, it was definitely elementary school because I do remember, sorry, mom and dad, I was home one day for Christmas, or I was home one day around December, the holidays, and I know where they hid the gifts. So I did take some peeks. I did take some
Oh, that's
peeks in that
awesome.
in that closet.
I hope they listen to this and they hide all your presents now.
That's well, my mom, I don't think she ever found out, but now she just knows me and Jill were sneaky. So she just wraps them like almost immediately. So it would be like, yeah, whatever today is. Today's December 14th when we're recording. Those things have probably been bought and wrapped for like the last week. Like she's on the ball with it.
That's awesome. That's
Now.
awesome.
Yeah, so she's always good. But yeah, that's I know we're about to do the draft, but I just had that
No, that
quick
was great, dude. I
Christmas
love that.
question for sure.
Dude, such a great question, man. Because that's a big thing, man. But yeah, I think we should rock, paper, scissors this thing and let's see what we pick.
Sounds good. You could even have the first pick if you want. No, I'm just kidding.
What? I was
Yeah.
like, you freaking non-competitive asshole.
Yeah. All right. Rock,
Rock,
paper,
paper,
scissors,
scissors,
and
and
shoot.
shoot.
Uh,
Damn it. I think I've won rock like 4 times in a row, honestly.
honestly, I should probably judge your patterns. I think I've won the last few, honestly, and
Yeah.
I haven't even been judging the stats.
Damn it.
But
I was gonna go scissors last minute. Fuck, fuck,
yeah, I
fuck.
was gonna go. I think I was gonna go scissors as well. But all right, I guess that gives me the first overall pick of our Christmas draft.
Yes, it does.
And with the first overall pick, I'm gonna take presents and opening presents on
Oof,
Christmas.
that is a good one.
Yeah, feels like that's something you get excited for no matter what age. Seeing the pile of gifts you get sounds a little greedy, but it is not because I am just as good as a gift giver as I am a gift taker. So it feels good. So with the first
Oh,
overall pick, I am taking Christmas gifts.
dude, that's a good one, man. Um, dude, such great Christmas gifts. I
Mm.
better get a good Christmas gift from you this year, man. So just saying.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yikes. I knew I forgot somebody. Kidding, kidding.
With my first pick, I'm gonna go with a Christmas music.
Nice.
Um, I think that is one of the best things to do.
Mm-hmm.
Is listen to Christmas music, gets you in the mood. You can't have a good Christmas holiday without some good Christmas tunes.
Mm-hmm.
Shout
No,
out Christmas on Saturn, stream it now.
go stream it. Nice little quick plug. Yeah, no, Christmas music always gets you in the mood. I love listening to all the time, especially the Kelsey's new song
Oh
that me
yeah,
and Carl have listened to like 45 times already.
dude, we were bopping that in the truck on the way back from the barn.
Yeah,
Electric, electric.
absolutely amazing. Yeah, so with my second pick then, you took Christmas music, I will take Christmas movies. Sorry,
Ah,
bud.
darn.
Had to be done. I know some real classics. Me and Taylor actually just saw National Lampoon's Christmas in movies the other
Oh,
day.
really?
Yeah, for $5 at the movie theater right by us. They have like a Christmas movie every week, so they had that in the Polar Express.
Oh,
So
that's sick.
so we decided just to go get some popcorn and watch the movie. It was really
Oh,
cool to see like a
dude, that's
30-year-old
sick.
movie in theaters, but
That's awesome.
definitely an all-time favorite. But yeah, no, Christmas movies, second overall pick.
Dude, awesome. I think with my next pick, I'm gonna go with Christmas merch.
Nice.
I think it's some of the best stuff to wear. So basically, Christmas ugly sweaters
Hmm.
or Santa hats. There's so much fun to wear. It's
Of
just the
course,
holiday season.
of course. Yeah. Do love me some ugly sweaters. They get better and better each year. Um, for my third pick, I am going to go with Christmas cookies. Uh, enjoy those
Dude, that's
pills.
a good one.
Those I think it's Pillsbury is the company, but those
Yep.
ones that have the design on it and there's you can't find them. You just lay them on the tray, and they cook themselves basically. Definitely love eating those, cooked and uncooked. Have too many of those, your stomach hurts. But that would be my third pick. Is those Christmas cookies are just delicious.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. I don't know if this falls in the same category.
We'll see.
Um, but I'm gonna go with gingerbread houses.
No,
Making gingerbread houses, eating gingerbread because they're basically
all
like
you.
cookies, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, so third overall pick, I'm going with making your own gingerbread house.
That's awesome. Now, are you a pre-made gingerbread house maker, or are you a piece by piece use the frosting to put it together?
Yeah, I would definitely say I would definitely like the pre-made ones better.
Yeah.
But I do have to say the times that I have made them on my own, they are very fun. But like you have to mentally prepare for that. Like I can't just be like on a random Tuesday, like, all right, yep, sorry, like I'm gonna build a gingerbread house. It's like, okay, no, like this day we're
Well,
setting
yeah.
up, doing a gingerbread house. And I think I've only ever actually made gingerbread like houses like for like school events. The last time I think I built one was in college when we did it for like a fundraiser or like a DeFi like
Hmm.
social with like either DeFi or like S or Phi Sig, one
I
of those
believe. I,
ones.
I was about to say, I believe in you. You got it.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, me and Taylor do make gingerbread houses every year, and I think we always get frustrated every year because I just say, like, can we just use a hot glue gun? This frosting is not going to be able to support these sides of houses and the roof and everything, and you got to hold it there for like 10 minutes, and even when you let go, it's sliding. The
It still
decorations are
slides everywhere.
everywhere.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I think finally we talked about it the other day, and I told her, I said, we got to go pre-made houses. We've had our fun. Let's just get a pre-made house that we can decorate. So I think
Oh, that's
that
awesome.
that is in store for us because
That's great.
I've seen too many TikToks, too many jokes of just people getting angry at their gingerbread houses. So I'm a pre-made guy kind of now.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Yeah. Is it my pick now?
Yeah, your fourth and last pick.
My fourth and last pick of the Christmas holiday season is going to be snow. I'm gonna take snow.
Ooh.
I know we haven't really gotten it really the last few Decembers, and it's been almost warm where you could wear shorts in December now. But I'm gonna take snow and that hope for a white Christmas.
Dude, there's nothing better than a white Christmas, man. Ah,
Hmm.
dude, it's just like it's such like movie perfect setting.
Hmm.
Oh man.
Or you wake up and you either get that phone call that you didn't have school back then, and
Oh my
you would
God,
hopping over to
yeah.
Hot Pog High School, get your sleds up on that hill. Brings back some great memories.
Dude, damn it.
Yeah, so
Love me some snow.
I'm taking some snow.
All right. Number four, for me, a little sappy. I think you stole this one around Thanksgiving time. So I'm gonna take it around Christmas time, and I'm gonna put number four. I'm gonna say spending time with families. Can't believe this one dropped to me.
Wow, jeez.
Um,
I yikes. Yeah, that shouldn't have gone that far down. Yikes.
I was thinking about it every time I pick something. I was like, why haven't I picked this yet? So I'm very happy I did pick it
I
now
did pick it for
because
Thanksgiving, so I guess I get a pass. But whew.
it is definitely my favorite thing to do on the
Yes.
holidays. Because if we didn't spend time with our families, Christmas wouldn't be the same. There would
No.
be no Santa Claus, no presents, no
No.
Christmas music, nothing, no
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah. Shout out to the parents and especially the Mattioli parents for going above and beyond, but keeping that secret for so long. I think it's gonna be tough
Yeah.
for us when we're eventual parents potentially in the future.
Oh yeah, I think my kid's actually probably not gonna find out that Santa's real until probably he's 18.
Probably until they walk
Um,
down the aisle for their wedding
yeah,
day.
yeah. I'm gonna come up with some elaborate scheme to make
Mm.
them think that Santa is still real, and they're
Yeah.
gonna be made fun of till the day they die.
Listen, it's your choice. You had them. Go do what you want with them.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's my
Yeah.
decision. My
No, I
decision.
know, but yeah, Christmas time is great. New Year's Eve right after it. Really look forward. December is definitely my favorite month. Probably a little biased too because my birthday's sneaks in there as well. But I do love me some December.
Oh hell yeah, man. We love it. We love it, dude. But yeah, so happy almost birthday to Tyler and
Thank
happy
you.
holidays, guys. If we don't get a recording out by next week, hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas and happy Hanukkah. I think today the recording is I think our last day of Hanukkah. I
It
think
might
so.
have been.
I think tonight is the last night of Hanukkah.
It might be.
Yeah, come on, you're supposed to know that.
I know. I should know. I am repping some some Hanukkah decorations behind me, but.
Yeah, you got Lenny the Laka over there.
Yeah, I got Lenny the Laka, a couple dreidels, and some Christmas decorations as well. But it could be the last day. So yeah, like Carl said, happy holidays. Hope everyone has a happy, safe, and healthy New Year. We're gonna try and record one more episode before the year ends, but it could be tougher because obviously like Carl
The
said the
holidays.
holidays are coming up. We're gonna
Yep.
go see family. We're gonna go see friends. So if it gets too busy, happy holidays. We'll see you in the new year, but don't count anything out yet.
Yep.
Continue to listen.
Exactly.
Continue to subscribe. And that's been all from us.
Yep, that's it. Last thing before we go, it'll be posted on our Instagram, TikTok, and all the other social media platforms. But go get some merch. I've been wearing this hat the whole time. Two
Oh
Man
yeah.
Podcast. So go and get yourself some Two Man merch. We have brand new things. So we don't only have sweatshirts anymore. We got t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, crew necks, hats. We got them all. So go get yourself some Two Man merchandise for the holiday season.
Yeah,
All right.
if you haven't shopped for a loved one or family member just yet, and you need a late stocking stuff or a late gift, me and Cole have you covered, folks.
We got you covered. The Two Man Podcast, baby.
Hell yeah, baby. But until next time, we'll see you guys. Thank you. Peace.
Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho.